I don't know if that I don't know if that makes sense. I just from what I saw on Facebook. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what the breed's name and stuff. They look pretty cool though. Were they bred a fancy, fancy. That sounds cheap. Do you need to have a wild animals license though? That's the only thing I'll think about. Huh. I don't know. I live in South Florida. I'll be terrible against that fox. I'll be so terrible. Because it's like you got a big old coat and you come into this hot ass place. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, why'd you bring me to hell? I belong in AC. And I don't mean AC, AC. I mean like the whole room is full of ice. You know what I'm saying? The fox be like, really, really, really? You brought me here? Couldn't be left home? Why'd you bring me here? I was good at seeing South Beach from my TV. Right? Done it? Yeah, those foxes. And I was wondering if they retain the same type of intelligence as the wild fox do. You know what I'm saying? Cunning as fuck. You know what I mean? Right. That'd be cool to see to keep with the animal like its natural, intelligence. I wouldn't want to mess with that shit. Oh, that's cool. I have no problem with that. Yeah. I'll probably lose some weight while I'm doing it. It's like need about 2 hours after I talk with this dog. I'm like, you know how hot South Florida is? Okay. Come on, pup. I'll do it. If the animal needs it, I have to give it. I wouldn't want to sit here and like been AC all day, bro. Can I get out? That would be nice for us, like city life. How nice that. See. I would think so. Like the wolf would be like the grandfather of all canines. I would think it's part of the canine family. You know, and what's that name? The Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Not one of those like small wiener dogs. You know what I'm saying, like that. And it looked like a fox too. You know what I'm saying, but it's just like the wiener size. Is really what it is. You know what I mean? And that's a very intelligent dog too. But I think that was meant to like hunt like rats and stuff like that though. Yeah. Um, I'll have to say yes. I don't know worse, but and they stay that way. I couldn't put a finger on it, truthfully, because I would just think of them. I was thinking of them more like coyotes than anything else. But the problem is, they don't really. I really don't see a pack of foxes. or you'll see a pack of coyotes, like a pack of wolves. You know what I'm saying? But most foxes, you find them singles. So right, and they don't really. The only time you see a pack of them is when they have a family, like them and pups. You know what I'm saying? That's when you would see a lot of them, right? But most time you see a fox, you don't see them running in the pack. It's like, look here, bro. You go there. You go east. I go west. You go north and south, and you go south. You know what I'm saying? And we meet at this tree. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't see a whole pack of them. You know what I mean? Like they're pretty, like they're that intelligent. Like we're all not gonna get caught. Right? We're all not gonna get caught. We're all not gonna. I mean, you know, and that's probably one of the defining traits I really like about an animal. Like not saying, but intelligence. You know, it has good enough intelligence. Saying it knows itself. It knows that it's self aware to its own situation. You know, that's why I want like a boxer. They're not. You know, same thing with border collie. It's self aware to its own situation because it is a farm dog, and it's intelligent enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what he used to do on the farm: chase goats and cows, keep it in line. Yeah, I wouldn't get me the, I was looking at the Rhodesian Ridgeback, and I was like, nope. I was looking at it too. A Rhodesian Ridgeback. It it is, it is actually what that breed is known for. Um, it's known for hunting lions. It's the dog Rhodesian Ridgeback. That's the name of the dog. Rhodesian Ridgeback. Um, hold on. I can't give you the spelling because I know I'm a terrible speller. Hold on. I don't think Bloodhounds is in its traits, but it might be. But I'm not sure. Yeah. Yes. It's very strong-willed, loyal. And then that's pretty much what I like about it. It's a very intelligent dog too. It's a very intelligent dog. You know, those are probably its main traits: loyal, strong-willed, and intelligent. But the one thing they kept on saying with that dog, like for it to be subservient, you have to like assert authority, and it has to know it. It has to know it. Sometimes you gotta do that, but you gotta do it early. Let this dog know, like you ain't fucking with me, bro. You're not fucking with me. Oh yes, they are. Yes, they are. And they live, and they live long too. 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So you get this dog as a puppy. It's gonna be around for a while. Right? So, and the next one I looked at was a dogo. A dogo, yeah. Dogo. Argentinian dogo. And that's another one. Yes. Uh, yeah, it does. Yeah, right. Solid muscle. Solid muscle. Solid muscle. And that's another one. Intelligent, loyal, and the difference between this and the Rhodesian Ridgeback, uh, very friendly with family. You know what I'm saying? Very friendly, and that's the big difference. And but this one and that and the Rhodesian Ridgeback, they're both were meant to like be hunting dogs. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? While the Rhodesian Ridgeback like hunts lions, this dog hunts boar, like pigs, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it's meant. Uh, I was looking online, and a lot of the breeders are outside of America. Like you want like a purebred like with heritage and all the nonsense. They're outside the United States, outside the United States. And the closest one that I was thinking to trust was Puerto Rico. That was the closest one. You know what I mean? Is it? You saw one? You saw a price for it? I was thinking. Yep, it's hard about it. And it's similar to the boxer. Like if you see it like in its like standing up form, like standing straight, and it does what the boxer and pointer does. You know what I'm saying? Like those two dogs will do. Yeah, the Argentino. Yeah, the Argentino Dogo. Not that heavy. Yeah, they are. A big dog would be like that Chinese dog, the Chinese Mastiff. That Chinese Mastiff, the one that, and that's an ancient breed. They told me that's like an ancient breed in to most dogs. They think that was probably the first domesticated dog to man, but no one really knows. You know what I mean? Well, the wolf is more of its primal. Everyone considered the wolf as the primate, like the primal, like consider like the prime dog. You know, like prime dog, and from and everything else like comes from the prime dog, and everyone thinks that not I won't say everyone. No one really knows, but the Chinese Tibetan dog Mastiff, has always been around in Chinese culture, lore, and all that nonsense. And they think no one really knows. Saying that's probably the first domesticated dog from the wolf. You know what I'm saying? Feed it food. Food, food would have to be the first thing for it to say. You know what? I ain't gotta do shit. This thing's feeding me. I wonder who's the pet. I wonder who's the pet in this relationship here. Because all I do is stay home and lick his face, and he feeds me food. I ain't gotta go chase it. This nigga's running in the woods to go get it. I just tell her where to go. Like he's going through the bushes. Stupid human beings. I was doing this thing for before I met him. Oh, you know what I mean? Mm-mm. Mhm. That's what you're most I suppose you would want out of a dog, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And we'll hmm, have a point on where it might have come from. Hmm. Nothing's too tough, my friend. I'm not American. Why do you call it French fries? They're not from France. French mustard? French mustard? No, man, it is Dijon. I know. A little bit of racism, but I mean it in good fun. Mhm. Mhm. Right? Mhm. Mhm. Doesn't sound too bad, you know? It'll pretty much take care of itself, the whole entire project. Right, right. That's why the thought of having hemp paper makes and the outlaw of it makes no sense, and hemp rope and all that makes no sense because I with yeah with the same thing recycled paper, I think I think it does come to a breakdown point where you can't use it any further from what it is. You know what I'm saying? After a certain amount of time, and even if you couldn't, you know what I'm saying, with hemp paper, you can grow many more hemp paper than you can get out of acre trees to acre of hemp you can make more paper out of the same acre than an acre of trees. You know what I'm saying? You can make way more. Oh, it's trapped into the soil, which is even better for the next plant. You know, which is even better because you don't have to use like nitrates and shit like that just to refertilize or regenerate the or death. Mm, mm. I think that's why we're addicted to the potatoes, though. And things are delicious. That and yams. I love yams. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in cycles and stuff like that. I thought they do that though. Like they'll get like a 4 plot acre like farm. So 3 acres of it will have different types of fruit, vegetables, whatever, and the last acre will just be for aerating and regenerating the soil itself back to health. You know what I mean? That's what I thought, dude. Mm. Right. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I'm glad someone paid attention to it. Right.
You've not a moment too soon. We done here? Good choice.
Mm.
Good eye. Goodbye. So long.
Oh. Right. But it grew nevertheless. Right. Yeah, like wildfire. They grow on vines and shit like that. Yeah. You can grow it inside your house, but not big. Some people I know, like a person at my job, like years ago, probably like 7 years ago. He used to eat them like fruit, like roaming around the job, eating like fruit. You know, Mhm. It's still taught. It's still taught in high school. I don't know how big though, how much broad the subject, but it has relevance though. Uh, I don't know how can we because it's a big nation, and what they say, a nation and army moves on its stomach. Yeah, even yourself not a farmer. I'm not a farmer, but I know some things of farming. You know, right, right. Like there's techniques that these guys leave behind, like the past farmers. They did the trial and error. They pay attention to shit and say, hey, do this. Yeah, right. We used to plant dead fish inside the earth and replenish the earth that way, and then you found out there's better ways to do that, and this, that, and the other. Yeah. Right. I think I was looking on Facebook this morning. They're talking about this Italian village has the highest per capita of senior people in Italy. Um, Approximately 82% of its residents live to the right age of 90. Live to the age of 90, and there's a there's a woman who's like looks like she's 86, looks like she's 40, cooking in a restaurant. Let's be real, and and she's like, I don't subscribe to that American cuisine lifestyle. This is fresh fruits, fresh everything. Mhm. That's what she did. Hmm. I think half of that's probably due to economic constraints too. And I think that's another thing as well because you have like places like Whole Food and all the other places, they jack the price up on the organic stuff, like the real nice food, and then they lower the price on the junk food stuff, and the people who are, let's be real, like college kids, because I was there, can't afford nothing, and you end up buying like ramen noodles and things of that nature, and yeah, I'm just saying economic strength is probably another component to that equation, and the problem is the government itself, like the government of agriculture, makes it no content to change those policies to say we should be lowering the price of organic food and raising the price of these technically fake food, you know, which makes no sense, like, hmm hmm right, hmm Hmm. Mm. They only make themselves as enemy number one. So like, there comes a time when people have enough. You know, when they say enough of the bullshit. You know what I mean? And when it comes to that time, you can't really say much because you've been tugging on them, pushing on them. And when the little guy says, you know, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, when you get to that point, like, F it. You have no one but to blame yourself because you make them feel that way. And essentially, hmm,
Aha. Like a samurai. Until the next time.
hmm, messing with nature. Like, they can improve upon it. Hmm. Right? We do it for the money. We do it for the money. Just remember, I remember when the thing says, you know, you can have all the money, but you can't buy health. Then you try to go buy health, and you find out you're out of the money. And I don't know. That's $1 billion investment. That's $1 billion investment. I ain't got a billion. I ain't got a billion. He got some specialized help through a donation that he dropped off at someone's hands. And, hey, go around the corner. Yeah, yeah, go around the corner. There's something for you. Sure do. And they give it. Take this. We deemed you important. You have too much money. We deemed you important. What's his name? Steve Jobs. Uh, he just quit on taking cancer treatment. I don't know why.
Present. Updating
Hmm?
schedules.
Right. He came right back. Yeah, he did. Like, I
Exchange
left my
complete.
mark on the earth.
That's a big... Let's get you back out there.
Brought Apple from death. Right. Brought Apple from death.
See you around.
Well, essentially, Bill Gates needed Apple because if Apple had went under, the government would have to break up Microsoft. They would have to, because essentially what would happen is that Apple would have fell, and by any means, any acquisition company would actually go buy Apple, and who's the next person in your neighborhood, your competitor, Microsoft. They will be compelled to buy the technology that Apple would have and hold and pretty much hoard it. But at the same time, it will be an expense that the government will knock on Microsoft's door and say, "Hey, you're a monopoly, right?" uh, no, he actually he had to do one step further. He had to do a step further than that. He had to allow Linux to work with his products, um, which is he had to do one step further than that. So, right. So, if you put on a Linux APK, your Microsoft will recognize it, will know what it is, and from there on it gets fuzzy. Some APKs can load, and some APKs can't load. It's one of those weird things. You know, but yeah, that's basically it, and it's weird. And it's funny, Unix and Linux, you can pretty much it would tie it would allow it to work with almost anything. Allow it, it allows itself to work with almost anything. It's a pretty good open system. It's a pretty good open platform. Uh, is it easy to master? No, but like with anything else, if you play with it long enough, you get to learn it. What I'm saying? You'll get to understand it. You have to just use it. Um, People can like drive down the cost of computers, especially in the software world. And Linux is one of those softwares to where it's a copyleft movement. Like copyright means there's some type of structure and ownership to it. While with copyleft, it's pretty much owned and structured by the masses, the community. So no one really can charge you for anything. That's why you can see like different distros of Linux, and one can be done by a big company. One can come from some kid in high school, making his own Linux flavor. You know what I mean? And Microsoft is like, it can only come from me. I need, I need that money you profit off of that thing. Yeah, you have to give that up. You got to give that up. Jeez, I think there's like a clip on YouTube about these patent lawyers that pretty much will sue you till you have no money, and then the contingency would be if you even make money in the future, you will still. Yeah, I was like, you are a grind. You are a grimy mofo, and I have to respect your hustle a little tad bit, just a tad bit, because kill you, like not in a euphemism, but literally. Right, 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 right. And then they Right. And then they put the clause on you to where after they done sue you and take all the stuff that they own from you, that they sue you to silence as well. So you cannot speak about the court case after you walk out those doors. They sue you into silence and say, if you open your mouth about this court case and the proceedings and what you have to do to beat the case, if they hear anything about it, they'll sue you. I'm like, what? What? So, yeah, at that point, you're pretty much locked in to like follow these guys lock and step. But there's a guy that uh, that he was willing to pay the the fractional fee for speaking against it, out of that shit, and he paid it. But he went through some shit. If I can find the video, I'll post it to you. Let you look at it. You know, it was like disgusting. Oh man, dog eat dog. No, I refuse to. I refuse to. To for Smite, no, Smite is free to play. So what they do is every month they have a rotation of free gods that you can play with, basically, and that's basically you lock yourself to playing those. But another way you can earn like gods that you can keep is you can build up some in-game credit that you build up through fighting. Um, basically whatever you do, but you gotta do a lot of it. It's not easy. So you build up some in-game credit, and then you take that credit you build to go buy those gods. That's basically what I did. Just played enough of it to where, well, play enough and win enough to where you earn those credit points all the time, like a good sizable chunk of that, and then you go buy those gods from there on. Um, I wouldn't spend a damn dime. I ain't spent a dime on I spent a dime on Neverwinter. I won't spend a dime on Star Trek. You know, they're good, but I don't feel like I spend anything on it. The only game I did that for was League of Legends. I did that. I paid for those things. It is, and um, I enjoyed it. I played it, and I still own my account. It's a PC. It's on a PC. It's not on. It's a MOBA. Yep. It's on PC, and it's not too bad. Um, I like it. They are. They're up there. They're like right up there next to Street Fighter as like the most watched and viewed. Like the top three is to me is like Street Fighter, StarCraft, and League of Legends. Street Fighter is probably the oldest. StarCraft will probably be next because it was like the next big thing when I was in when I was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? And that became like people will watch that shit like and go to those tournaments. And I think that became like $1 million tournament like after like 5 years after release, and then within that same span, I think League of Legends came out of nowhere, and you see now the grand prize pot for that is like $2 million. You know. Sure is. You said, you know, five people to a team, and if you were to split $2 million 5 ways, it's still not a bad cut. It's not a bad cut. That's the way I look at it. That's the bars.
Ready to get sand in your boots, Guardian?
Mike, you asleep? It's free to play. It's pretty good. What's saying? It's a more faster pace game. Like Paragon, you can play that game. You got the match that lasts like 30 minutes, which is on average. But Smite's more fast pace. So you might have a match that lasts for 15 minutes or to an hour, depending on the build. Yeah, it can get. Same with Paragon. Paragon, like I said, it's a little bit same, but Paragon's a little bit slower. Smite, not cards, but you know, items. You know, definitely like item building. It's a little bit different. You know, time strategy. Isn't Warhammer RTS? Isn't it Warhammer on PS4? Well, watch the reviews, but I'm not sure if you're gonna like Warhammer. That's similar to an RTS.
This could be good. Yeah, XCOM's pretty good. I like XCOM. Oh yeah? You gotta wait till XCOM 2 comes out. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, the Warhammer the game. My bad. Ever heard of a game called Front Mission? Mm-hmm. That's a piece of yeah. So basically, you play as a pilot in a mech suit, and basically, your 4 or 3 mech suit forces will have to go against a grid of enemies on a checkerboard grid on screen, and basically defeat that entire checkerboard board to get past to get through the next mission. Yep, definitely a strategy game. Definitely good. I have Permission 4 and the first American edition of it, Permission 3. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. No, the Permission 4 is on PS3. I didn't see another Front Mission at all, but I'm not sure if they'll ever bring it. I'm not sure. They could. Because I know there's like that where you can play PS3 games on your PS4. Like through that, through the either that subscription service or whatever they call it, that cloud crap. Command and Conquer. That game was totally banned in China. Yep. Yep. You will not find Command and Conquer in China. Mm-hmm. Did you play StarCraft also back in the day? You play the new one that just came out? Well, StarCraft 2? Well, it really just came out, but that's the newest one. Game is badass. Game is badass. I don't think that game could ever fit on the console. Well, could it? Yeah, it could. It could. Because XCOM's on the PC, on the console. XCOM strategy as well. So basically, you're like part of this specialized task force, international task force, to patrol alien encounters that go against, that goes against humanity. And so basically, your forces are to eliminate these aliens, from things. Same checkerboard concept. So basically, a checkerboard board, and you and your team, either teams of 4 or team of 6 or 8, have to take out these different variety of aliens. and you can either stun them to capture them, or you can outright kill them. Yeah, I would think so. All it is that the dice roll is done by the random computer number that it ran. You know, you just pick your attack. It tells you the percentage of your attack will be successful or not, and then the computer does the roll for you, and it either happens or don't happen. You know, there's not a lot of strategy games that comes out on console, I'll tell you that much. Which is like pretty bad. PC has a lot of strategy games like Civilization, or I actually love it. I have this game going on Civilization that's been going on for the last 3 years. I like it. I have them too. I have them too. I have them too. Like, you know, what I normally do with those games, I put the difficulty on normal or hard, whatever, and I pick to play the entire world as the map, and I play until I get frustrated to a point to where I don't know what to do or do the next best move. I stop playing it. I'll come back on, and then I'll destroy that campaign that held me up before. You know what I'm saying? I've always played it just like that. I did that in Sid Meier's, also Beyond Civilization Beyond. So when humans left the Earth, you have to go to space and you have to survive. You have to do the same thing. You know, did that. It is. It is. Yeah. So. Now you know it's too good. I think they have like some 80% off games this weekend. That's what they have going on. I can't afford anything off of it just now. I deal with what I got so far. I never really played any of the Far Cry modern games.